Hi, this is Mardy once again and welcome to my channel. Hello mga kababayan! Welcome back to At Home with Mardy. Today, we're diving into the life of one of the Philippines' most underrated presidents, Elpidio Quirino. As the sixth president of the country, he faced the tough challenge of rebuilding a nation devastated by World War II. But there's so much more to his story than just politics. From heartbreaking personal losses to nation-shaping achievements, here are 8 incredible facts about Elpidio Quirino that you might not know. So, if you're into history or just want to learn more about Filipino leaders who made a difference, so stick around. Before we dive in, I want to ask, what do you think was President Quirino's most significant contribution to the Philippines and why? Share your thoughts in the comments. So, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get notified for more history content like this. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. At para updated kayo sa mga susunod kong videos, please click the bell notification below. At sana po, don't skip the ads and please watch until the end of my video. Number 1, he became a president after a national tragedy. Elpidio Quirino rose to the presidency of the Philippines under somber and unexpected circumstances. In 1948, while serving as the country's vice president, he was thrust into the highest office following the sudden death of President Manuel Rojas, who passed away from a heart attack on April 15 of that year. The nation was still reeling from the devastation of World War II, struggling to rebuild its economy, infrastructure, and governance. As Vice President, Quirino had already been deeply involved in national affairs, particularly in foreign relations and economic rehabilitation. His assumption of the presidency marked a pivotal moment in the country's post-war recovery. Taking over during this turbulent period, he had to confront significant challenges: rebuilding war-torn cities, managing a fragile economy, and addressing internal unrest, all while striving to continue the vision and initiatives of his late predecessor. Number 2, he helped rebuild the Philippines after World War II. One of the most defining aspects of Elpidio Quirino's presidency was his unwavering focus on national reconstruction in the aftermath of World War II. When he took office in 1948, the Philippines was still grappling with the widespread destruction caused by years of conflict. Cities, towns, roads, bridges, and government buildings had been heavily damaged or completely destroyed during the war, leaving the country's infrastructure in ruins. Quirino recognized that rebuilding the nation's physical and institutional foundations was crucial to securing long-term stability and growth. His administration prioritized the restoration of public services, the rehabilitation of vital infrastructure, and the strengthening of government institutions. He pushed for the construction and repair of roads, schools, hospitals, and housing projects, aiming to improve public access to essential services and stimulate economic activity. In addition, Quirino implemented policies to revitalize the economy. he encouraged foreign investment, sought war reparations from Japan, and worked closely with the United States to secure financial aid through programs such as the Belt Trade Act and the Philippine Rehabilitation Act. These efforts helped inject much needed funds into the economy, enabling the country to rebuild industries, restore agricultural production, and create jobs for thousands of displaced Filipinos. Number 3, he suffered a personal wartime tragedy. During the brutal Japanese occupation of the Philippines in World War II, Elpidio Quirino endured a heartbreaking personal tragedy that left a lasting impact on his life. In 1945, as Japanese forces were retreating and the country was engulfed in chaos, Japanese soldiers raided the Quirino family home. During this violent attack, Quirino's wife, Alicia Siquia Quirino, along with 3 of their 5 children, were tragically killed. The loss was not only a profound personal blow, but also a symbol of the widespread suffering experienced by countless Filipino families during the war. This devastating event deeply affected Quirino both emotionally and psychologically. Despite his high office and the responsibilities that came with it, he carried the weight of his family's loss throughout his presidency. The tragedy strengthened his resolve to help rebuild the nation and work towards lasting peace, as he personally understood the human cost of war. This sorrowful chapter in his life is often remembered as a testament to his resilience and dedication amid immense personal hardship. Number 4, he was a key figure in shaping the country's economic policies. During his presidency, Elpidio Quirino played a crucial role in driving economic growth and modernization. He championed industrialization as a way to reduce the country's dependence on agriculture and promote self-sufficiency. To attract foreign investment and regulate trade, he helped implement the Import Control Law, which aimed to protect local industries while encouraging balanced imports. In 1949, Quirino also established the Central Bank of the Philippines, now known as the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, creating a stronger and more stable financial system to support economic recovery and growth. These initiatives laid the foundation for the country's post-war economic development. Number 5, he was active in international diplomacy. Elpidio Quirino played a significant role in strengthening the Philippines' position on the global stage during the early years of the Cold War. Understanding the importance of international alliances, he actively promoted anti-communist policies in Asia, aligning the Philippines closely with the United States and other Western powers. In 1950, Quirino hosted the Asian Conference on Foreign Relations in Manila, bringing together diplomats and leaders from across the region to discuss mutual concerns and foster cooperation. This conference is considered an important early step towards regional collaboration and dialogue, laying groundwork for future organizations like ASEAN. Through his diplomatic efforts, Quirino helped elevate the Philippines' role in regional and global affairs during a turbulent period in world history. Number 6, the first president to be elected via a recount. In the 1949 presidential election, Elpidio Quirino faced a highly contested and controversial race. Initially, the results seemed to show that he had lost amid widespread claims of electoral fraud and irregularities. However, Quirino challenged the outcome, leading to a legal battle that reached the Supreme Court of the Philippines. After a thorough review and recount of the votes, the court dismissed the allegations of fraud and officially declared Quirino the legitimate winner. This made him the first Philippine president to be confirmed in office through a recount process, highlighting both the complexities of the election and the evolving nature of the country's democratic institution at the time. Number 7, he was a lawyer and historian. Before beginning his political career, Elpidio Quirino was a trained lawyer who built a solid foundation in the legal profession. He graduated with a law degree and quickly established himself as an eligible and skilled legal practitioner. Beyond practicing law, Quirino also dedicated time to teaching and writing, focusing on Philippine history and legal subjects. His deep interest in the country's past and governance shaped much of his intellectual outlook. Throughout his political career, he held several key government positions, including Secretary of the Interior, Finance, and Foreign Affairs, where his legal expertise and historical insight helped guide important policy decisions. This combination of legal training and historical scholarship enriched his leadership style and contributed to his vision for nation building. And number 8, he was buried at Libingan ng mga Bayani only in 2016. Elpidio Quirino passed away in 1956, but it was not until 6 decades later, in 2016, that he was finally laid to rest at the Libingan ng mga Bayani, the Philippines' National Cemetery for Heroes. His reburial took place during the administration of President Benigno Aquino III and was widely regarded as a long overdue recognition of Quirino's contributions to the nation. For many years, Quirino's remains rested elsewhere, but the decision to transfer him to the Heroes Cemetery was a symbolic gesture honoring his legacy as a wartime leader, a president who guided the country through recovery, and a public servant dedicated to national progress. The ceremony underscored the nation's respect for his service and the lasting impact of his leadership. Hello again mga kababayan! So which fact about Elpidio Quirino caught you by surprise? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And if there's another Filipino hero you want me to cover next, just let me know. Daghang salamat! Thank you very much for watching. And according to Joshua Marine, challenges are what makes life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. Shout out and thanks to the comment of Miss Bernardita Siete Reales and Abudayan Pangandaman. Maraming salamat po. Special thanks to my sources from Google, photo credits to enwikipedia.org, and inspirational quote credits to misstpositive.com.